microphone.
Hello everyone, how are you? Good evening, good morning from wherever you are watching. This is once again Heroes Voices Corner, live from Kenya, Kisii County. And my name is Royce Festus, a mother and a wife, adherence counselor, and we are here live once again on Friday, and I want to thank our viewers. I can see we are there waiting, and I have my colleague here. I'm going to give him chance to introduce himself. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Aloli Spem, and thank you. Welcome on board. We are ready to take you through. Back to yours. Because you said I should introduce myself. Or you wanted, okay, I also work in Kisii.
Okay.
This is my colleague, though in different stations, but within the same county, covering the same thing. Actually, working together, working with people that are living with HIV and AIDS, from the age of 0 to the oldest age that you could imagine. Yes, and that is what we do in Kisii, with a lot of passion and love for our clients.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
Heroes Voices Corner, and I also wish to welcome you back and thank you for staying with us. Yes.
Thank you so much, Spam. Spam is my colleague, and we are working together, and we are supporting adherence. Majorly, we are dealing with the client suppression, viral suppression and retention here in Kisii County. And today, once again, we are live. We want to discuss what we promised you last Friday. Remember, last Friday we were talking about PrEP and PEP, and I want to believe that our viewers, we understood clearly the difference and what is required of us all when it comes to PrEP and PEP. Yeah, so there was a concern last Friday that we should talk about condom, and that is the reason as to why we are here once again live, Spam. And I am your host, Rose Festus, and I have my speaker here, Spam. Yeah, so thank you for tuning in, and we want to welcome you officially to our page, Heroes Voices Corner. Feel free and just let us know that you are together with us by liking. I can see our viewers, they have started liking, and just a comment as we will continue with the discussion. Please let us know that we are together. Thank you so much, and I hope we are going to be attentive as we are going to talk about condom. And I want to welcome our speaker for today, none other than Spam. Welcome.
Thank you. Still, where I'm seated, I'm still wondering why I'm the speaker. But we thank God for everything. Thank you again for trusting us with this topic and allowing us again to come back live just to discuss topics that you may want us to discuss. I want to let you know that each and every topic that we discuss, it's always the viewers oriented. So if there is a topic that you want us to cover, you just suggest and we'll cover it. Yes. And I think this is one of the topics that a top fan suggested, and that's why we are here discussing the same. Now, just to bring me on board, or just to bring myself to the pace, last week we talked about PEP and PrEP the way you've mentioned, and yes, thank you so much. And I remember we underlined the word that these are prevention measures used by those that are HIV negative.
Yes.
And today we are coming with another strategy. I know the question that you are asking is condom itself a concern in the society? So you may be thinking of a yes or no answer depending on what you've seen, what you've heard, and what you know.
Yes.
from where I sit, I think it's a concern, and that's why we're discussing it.
Yeah.
So for condom, it cuts across, irrespective of your HIV status. You are in a position to use a condom for various reasons that we are going to discuss, or that we are going to see today. And before we even go that further, it is important to understand what a condom is. And I'm not going to use a lot of words to describe what a condom is, but I'm going to use a picture. And this is a condom, a male one. Let me put it aside. Then this one is a female condom. Let me put it aside. And allow me to get your definitions. Allow me to get, allow us to see whether you know what a condom is, or what really, definition or anything. Just explain to us what you understand by a condom. For me, I've shown you what I have. I know there's another brand for the female. We'll be in a position also to see what is inside and just go through the condom demonstration. But before that, I want us to bring to our attention that condom use is something that could be of a lot of importance.
Yeah.
At the same time, there are other factors that determine whether somebody uses a condom or not. So that is where I want us to start. What are these factors that would either prevent somebody or would lead somebody to condoms? And factor number one that I would want to talk about is the social factors. Actually, most of them are social factors. And so, let me go to psychological barriers. There are psychological barriers that would prevent one from using a condom. What are psychological barriers? When somebody talk about psychological barrier, what are these barriers? We'll be able to look at that. There's the bit of ethnicity. And I think from there I may want to explain the ethnicity bit. The ethnicity bit, how? Ethnicity, in most cases, is tied with culture and religion.
Yeah.
It's tied with certain regions. It is tied with, rather, it is tied to certain group of people, a way of life. And I may not want to mention one, but you know your ethnic group.
Yeah.
You could be a Luo, you could be a Kisi, you could be a Kamba, you could be a Swahili, you could be a Kalenjin, you could be so many, you could be from Marsabit and all that. You have an ethnic group.
Yeah.
There's the kind of culture that you observe. And I want to pick an example of one from another ethnic group, a culture that states or that recommends that each and every time an important event is happening, and an example of an event that is happening could be like you've built a house. So there's what they call, I don't know, ushering in the house or something. I know somebody's understanding that language. Housewarming or something of that sort.
Yeah.
You must have sex in that house. And this sex, you don't use condom.
Yeah.
Because if you use condom, then it is not natural sex. So they are very clear with that, with that cultural practice, that you must not use a condom for it to be a quality or a sex that they would call a sex that will usher in that house. The other activities like I don't know whether they are going to farm or something of that sort. When they're taking seeds to their farm, they must have sex that night prior to going to plant. And that sex, it is clear, they are not using a condom. So there are so many cultural factors that would determine whether you use a condom or not. We'll also see the risk factors, or if there is a risk benefit of such cultures. There's another factor, the religion, or the religion, the church and all that. It's a topic that we may not be in a position to cover in a day, in a month, or in a year, because each and every year, each and every day, a church shoots up with different doctrines and with a lot of different understanding and all that. So what is the church stand when it comes to condom use? I know there are churches where any type of, or there are religions where, or religious practices where any type of any type of contraceptive, any type of family planning, anything that would prevent one from, number one, impregnating somebody or getting pregnant, it is not a topic to be discussed.
Yeah, it's a sin.
More of a sin.
Yeah.
Because they are saying that if you pour your semen outside, there are Bible that quotes that there are a group of people that poured their semen outside and they died. So those are the verses that one would want to use. And when it reaches that point, one would make a decision of not using a condom.
Yeah.
There's the question of menopause. I've reached my menopause, so there is no need of using a condom. Which to some extent it might make a little sense to whoever is doing that, because otherwise why are you using a condom? Which takes us back to the importance or the uses of condom.
Yeah.
Is it to prevent pregnancy alone, or there are other issues that ideally condom would come out clean and prevent? So there's the issue of menopause. Can't be pregnant, can't get pregnant, so it's my time now to enjoy to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
It's a factor that one may need to look at keenly and ask yourself whether there are other reasons why you should use a condom apart from the issue of pregnancy. There's the issue of now I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Already I'm pregnant. The pregnancy bit of it. Why should I use a condom? Already I'm pregnant. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
Which will take us to the question of why are we supposed to use a condom, or why is condom important to certain group of people. There's the bit of safety. It's a barrier, so people would want to talk of injuries. People would want to say that, oh, I don't know, some other group of people are using it, to introduce some diseases and all that. I think it's more of now the cognitive issues about the condom. They are questioning its safety, they are questioning its originality, they are questioning about why Africa, why Kenya, why is it free, when at the same time we are told it's expensive, why are we being given it for free? So there are questions of safety and cognitive issues that one may want to look into, just to know whether you are making the correct choice when using a condom or not. There's the issue of drug and substance abuse.
Yeah.
We've seen cases where one may not use a condom because he or she is under influence. I know my points are based on why people are not using condoms, but they're cutting across.
Yeah.
But in most cases, we realize that a bigger chunk of people know that condom use has some importance. Yet there are other things that would prevent somebody from using it. So turning that factor or looking at that factor the other way may make you to oversee the factor and do what? And use a condom. So drug and substance abuse has played a key role. Attitude. People have just developed attitude. I think this one is also linked to the cognitive issues. People have just developed some very bad attitude about condoms. It smells bad, the color is bad, it's the latex thing I hear people say. So it's just an attitude that people have developed, or you cannot eat a sweet with while it's still wrapped. I don't know, it is not sweet when you use a condom. Those things, it's just an attitude that people have developed. Age is a factor also. Age may prevent even one from buying a condom.
Yeah.
So you could be too young to go and ask for a condom, or you could be too young to go and pick a condom at a condom dispenser.
Yeah.
You could be too old also, and you think your social class, and I talked about social factors, your social life, the way you've graded yourself, you're already seeing it as a problem. You're already seeing it as something very cheap and should be associated with condom use or buying a condom. There are people that think that buying a condom or taking a condom or being seen with a condom, already you have multiple sex partners, you are unfaithful, you love sex or you like sex, you are a sex addict. I think it's a wrong notion, it's a wrong myth, and we should change.
Yeah.
So age should not prevent you from using a condom, or age should not prevent you from making a decision whether to use a condom or not.
Yeah.
There are other things to do with the trust. We've been having sex all along.
Yeah.
So why condom today? We've been married for the last 20 years. We've been married for the last 12 years. You're positive, I'm negative. After all, we are married. At a point, I'll get positive. So why are we using condom? So trust must be put in place so well And let us view condom as not a tool to break your trust, but a tool to build on your trust. I think
Yeah.
somebody that uses condom, somebody who cares. If I'm not very wrong, it's somebody who cares.
Exactly.
Because there are other issues that
That
you
is
may
how
want.
I understand it also.
It's about caring. Yeah, so with the other issues that we look at when we are looking at the advantages or the importance of using the condom, we have the availability issue for both female and
Male.
and male condom, and more so it happens to female.
Yeah.
You realize in most cases, even currently in Kisi, I know I visited about today I visited about 4 facilities before I came to this meeting, and all of them didn't have female condom in store, and it raised an alarm.
Yeah.
And we said there's a program that we are supporting, there's a program that another program is supporting, but condom use in that program is very important.
Yeah.
Yet that condom is not
lacking.
is not there. So it is a question of concern. So availability of female condom use is very key. Sexuality education, people don't have much about sex. They don't know much about sex. The common mwananchi, I hate that term, but the general public may not have enough information to make a sober decision whether to use a condom or not. Decision making during sex. I'm told that in certain societies, women may not have the bargaining power. I don't know whether that is true, but it is true. Because it is data.
Sexual intercourse.
Yes, they don't have power to bargain. Like, can you use a condom? A lady cannot suggest that in certain communities. So it's a man to decide whether to use a condom or not. So you may imagine that that decision is not with you as a woman, or that decision is not with you as a lady, or as that female figure in that sexual activity. So it's a factor that may reduce the condom uptake. And that's why we are saying it is a concern in the society. Or after we've discussed all this, we'll answer the question whether it's still a concern in the society or is something that society has dealt with. Or there's need to look at it in another way. There are other issues to do with sexual orientation. I don't know how to put this, but let me use a more basic language, like how you do use sex. The style. I'm looking at the gay or men having sex with men. I'm seeing women having sex with other women. I'm seeing anal sex, object sex, and all that. So one would say, me, I'm not even busy with the genitalia. I'm busy with a different organ. I don't think I need condom for that. Number one, I may not get the STS that you're talking about, the STDs that you're talking about. I may not get pregnant, I may not impregnate somebody. So sexual orientation has also played a very big role in condom uptake. And still, that's why I'm saying it might be a community concern. It might be a concern within a community that we may need to look at some other day. Then there is the role of women. I think I've talked about that in negotiation, negotiating for sex, or in negotiating for a sexual activity. And this might not apply for female only, but I know the bigger population that is affected are the female. But there are other communities also where female are the people deciding when to have sex and when not to have sex. So they also play a very big role, because I'm the one to decide when to have sex, I'm the one to decide how to have sex. So it will be very difficult for you to do what? To decide whether we use a condom or not. The decision is with me. There are other myths. I think these one are also linked to the cognitive issues. The issue of, I said, the issue of raw. It is sweet when it is raw, or there's no need of eating a sweet while covered. I've had issues of it may reduce libido with time, because I'm told, or we've studied something, that when you use a condom during sex, it delays ejaculation. So during that delay, they say that delay might not be good over a period of time.
Okay.
So it may reduce libido in future.
Mm-hmm.
You may not be able to perform naturally the way you'd want to perform.
Mm-hmm.
It is a myth.
Yeah.
One may want to look at that also
Mm-hmm.
and find out if that is true
Mm-hmm.
or not. There's
Yeah.
the issue of two is better than one, where somebody is using two condoms, which brings us to the question of whether we know how to use a condom
Mm-hmm.
or not,
Mm-hmm.
and which will lead us to whether it's a concern to the society or not a concern. There's the issue of sizes, and all
Yeah.
this one mostly is affecting the female.
Mm-hmm.
So far, for the types that I've come across with it, even the two brands that we've carried today, you realize that it is one size.
Yeah.
So it may not favor. I'm not very sure, but they're saying that the size.
Yeah.
It's a myth
Mm-hmm.
that the size is not favoring everybody.
Yeah.
People have also said that even male condom have some small holes, so they may not want to use them. And condom are uncomfortable. That might be true, and we are going to discuss that. Now, having discussed all this,
Yeah.
having looked at factors that would prevent one or that would make one or would interfere with somebody's decision on whether to use condom or not, it is now important to look at number one. Should I start with disadvantages or advantages? What?
Okay, thank you so much, Fem. Maybe you can go to disadvantages first,
Then
and
we
then
come
we
to-
wrap it up with advantages.
With advantages.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that is good. There are few disadvantages that have been recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And stay tuned for the positive side.
Yeah.
Because I know somebody may pick the negative side and run with it. So stay positive with rather stay tuned for the positive side
sides,
also.
yeah.
So the negative side is not that big, but people have recorded allergies. They are reacting to latex.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a disadvantage, or it is a shortcoming for a condom. But there's a way out.
Yeah.
The good thing about this, there's a way out. If you are allergic to maybe latex, or you are allergic to the lubricant that is used, I've carried this is what we call a lube. This is what we call a lubricant. Like for this one, I know the company is sure, but for this one, if you look at it properly, it is water-based.
Yes.
You can just look at that. It is water-based lubricant. So if you're having issues with other lubricants,
Yeah.
then I think water-based lubricant may work for you. There's the fear of tear and tear. It's true. I know a smaller percentage of people have recorded cases where there's condom burst.
Yeah.
We are going to discuss that and know how the condom burst thing is coming about. But it's very difficult for
condom to
for
burst.
condom to burst.
Yeah.
There's the issue of smell. There's the issue of even trust issues. Why are you using a condom? So those are a few disadvantages that will come with condom use.
Yeah.
There are certain condoms that would reduce sexual sensation. Certain, not all of them. There's some that would reduce sexual sensation, which is not good for them, which is not good for people that really intend to enjoy sex.
Yeah.
There's the issue of bad smell. The smell might not be friendly, but again, there's a way out. There are other flavors. I've heard of pineapple.
Yeah, there are different flavors.
There are different flavors. So
Yeah.
if you're not very comfortable with the flavor,
You can
then
go to another one which
the other
is sweeter
disadvantage,
for you.
which is sweeter for you.
Yeah.
The other disadvantage is that, I don't want to use the word must, but the two should consent to use a condom.
Yeah, exactly.
Which at times it is a difficult situation when you don't have the bargaining power when to have sex. That one may apply to all types of condom, whether female or male.
Yeah.
But now to the female side alone, we are looking at, though may apply for both, but majorly for female, that female condom, if not worn correctly or if not used correctly, there is a possibility that it may slip off.
Yeah.
And if it slips off, remember it's acting as a barrier so that the semen doesn't get into the vagina and all that. So if it slips, then you are not offering that barrier that you're supposed to offer. For female, I'm told it may cause irritation. There are others that are plastic based or they have heat emitting substances with them, so it causes some reaction that may cause pain, itchiness, or burning sensation. They're uncomfortable. They may make some little noise, or they're not flexible according to how somebody was putting it. The issue of size is also coming in clearly. The noise is coming out clearly. It is less effective compared to male. Reason is not that it is less effective, by the way. It's about the usage.
Yeah.
It requires somebody who is keen and somebody who can concentrate so well and somebody who is very stable mentally.
And I think somebody who has got some kind of knowledge
Yes.
on how to use it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. It requires a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Actually, a little bit of knowledge on how to use it. It's different from the male one that we picked very long time ago and everybody is using it.
Yeah.
Being worn carelessly, but again, it's serving us. But for female one, if you don't use it correctly, rather, if you don't put it on correctly, even for both cases, it may slip off and the issue of protection might reduce. So one of the disadvantages are that it is less effective compared to the male one, but according to how it is worn. But again, if it is worn properly, you will realize that it's even harder than the one for the male one. So it's more stronger than the other one. Can you look at the disadvantages? Rather, the advantages now.
Yeah.
Now you will enjoy the advantages.
Thank you so much, our viewers. I hope you are still tuning in and you are listening keenly as our speaker is explaining about the condom disadvantages and advantages. If you have a question, please let us know and we will gladly look at it. Thank you so much, Spem. You can continue.
Thank you for that commercial break. It's important to take a break sometimes. Now, I like the advantages and I like the way they are put.
Yeah.
One of the major advantages that people would want to is the delayed ejaculation. I don't want to say that I'm speaking out of experience, but speaking out of books. And we are told that when ejaculation is delayed, then there is increased pressure, there is increased, or there is the level that you can meet for, there is satisfaction that you can meet. In most cases, we realize that men may get satisfied faster than the female. But in this case, there's a possibility for both of them to get satisfied during sex. There is another issue about it that is more good, rather is better than using other protective measures. It is a dual protection. Like you want to get pregnant, not that you want to get pregnant, you want to get unplanned pregnancy, that is number one. Then it offers a barrier to other infections like the sexually transmitted infection. So number three, you only use a condom when you want it, which is different from other methods.
Yeah, exactly.
So there is nothing like, I didn't take it in the morning, I didn't take it in the evening, I need to go for my 3 months
there is
injection.
No need for adherence in this case.
You only adhere when you want to use it.
When you want to use it.
You don't work with
that
it.
That is fantastic.
The availability is also good. Then when using condom, it lets you focus on your partner without the worries of, I'll get a STI, we may get a baby when you don't want. So it gives you more time to focus on your partner, which increases the pleasure because you don't have the anxiety of causing harm after a sexual activity. Condoms also apply for almost all sexual orientation, from oral to anal to vaginal to everywhere. It applies. It do not affect your future fertility. That is one thing that we should look at. I'm told that there are other family planning methods that when used with over a period of time, it may cause what we call delayed or a temporary infertility, where one may want to get pregnant after a longer period of time compared to when using a condom, which the moment you remove the condom, actually the moment the condom bursts or the moment it slips, it's possible that you get pregnant. Then it's safe throughout pregnancy and breastfeeding and all that, unlike other methods that are not safe during breastfeeding period. Thank you, Mom. Just to add, there's other advantages that the female condom would come with. The issue of timing. You can put this condom as early as 8 hours prior to you having sex. And for both condom also, actually for female now, majorly for female, if you had it in time and you start your sexual activities where you always started from, at no point will you stop thinking of doing or putting on a condom. So it does not break the focus, it does not break the rhythm, it does not break the process. So the process becomes continuous when you're using most of a female condom, because it can be worn earlier, 8 hours. But if you do it 2 hours, it's also okay. There are people that have used it immediately, but it's advised, or it's important, you use it early, as in you put it earlier. The other advantage that comes with the female condom is you may not need to redirect the penile after. No, let me bring in a different way. When you're using a male condom, once somebody has ejaculated, there's a possibility that that condom will slip out. But when you're using a female condom, that barrier, or you will see the way that condom looks like. Let me just show you. This is what we're talking about, a female condom. So your semen will be here. So it does not interfere with the sexual activity. You may want to still continue even after ejaculation, which is slightly different from the male one. Because there are cases where if you continue, it may slip or it may break. So it is a 50-50 chance. But for female, you may want to continue a little bit. Most female condoms are not latex based, so the issues of allergy and all that are reduced. Most of them are plastic. Up to there, I don't know whether you have a question.
I have a question, Spam. It's rather a question or not, but first of all, let me start with my question for you. You say that it's very difficult for a condom to burst. And at the same time, when you are explaining about the advantages, I could hear about the bursts, the condom bursts. Please, may you just explain to our viewers how condom can burst? At what point?
Allow me to pick it.
Condom can burst.
Can I pick it from the other way around, or can I change the question a little bit so that it suits my answer? Or should I answer your question the way it is? Let me answer your question the way it is. I think what you're asking me is, condom should not fail. So what would make a condom fail? Condoms are not meant to burst. Actually, they're not meant to put you to any risk. They're not meant to slip off. They're not meant to tear and wear. They are meant to actually offer a physical barrier that you can see. They are meant to, number one, that you can enjoy their advantages, the dual protection. They are meant so that you can enjoy your sex even more. And even as you're saying that some condom may reduce sensation, some other condoms have been improved. Like for instance, the one I've carried today, it is dotted. So they're saying when it is dotted, it even increases the pressure. It's the friction, it increases the friction, the sensation and all that. There are other condoms that are scented. So people are attracted to those scents. So they even enjoy their sex more. Now, why would a condom fail? Number one, it will take us to error in usage. So what are the few errors that one would want to note during condom use, or when you want to use a condom? We did not check on the expiry date. We did not check for the physical damages. The way we even open it from the cover itself may cause an injury. We did not check our nails while using a condom. And that one you will see it when we are talking about the female. We did not check so many things. We did not even check whether the condom is still viable. I'm told, or I've studied, that for a male, or even female, if you touch it this way and realize that either it is dry or there's no airspace, then you may need to question what happened. It may be something had pricked it, and maybe that thing went ahead and pricked the condom itself. So error in usage, error before usage, error during usage, error even after usage. We'll talk about that. The type of lubricant that one would want to use. For instance, you're using a condom that is oil-based, as in lubricant.
It's not well lubricated, or
let me say this. For the latex, and then you want to use oil-based lubricant for latex, it may slip. Yes. Because already there's
not busting.
Not busting. It may slip. Yes, it may slip. Then the expiry, I've talked about expiry. Storage, I've talked about storage. How you store your condoms also matters a lot. I've talked about timing. Actually, timing. When to put a condom is another question that people may not know. So at what point should I bring my condom on board? And I think I was asking a group of young men the other day. It was on Wednesday. And people came with funny answers. There's one that just said that the moment you think of having sex, the moment you think of having sex, of having sex, just wear your condom. You get ready for it. Another person said that just do your things, but when you want to have now the intercourse is when you do your sex. So one of them was right, one of them was wrong. So when do you put on your condom? For instance, if I think of sex today and I'm still in town and I want to go home, you know, this is not a female condom. I'm talking about a male condom. Right? For female condom, I can do that and go with it home. Because we said 2 hours, 8 hours, that still work. But now for the female condom, I'm putting it when I'm in town, then I'm walking with it. For the male condom? For the male condom, I'm walking with it. My friend, it will get dry. Because remember, it is slightly lubricated. So it will get dry. The moment it gets dry, leave alone even sleeping. It may even sleep also. So then you will question whether the condom is still with you or not. When it gets dry during the friction, that heat alone can cause that tear. And we talked about storage and the timing on when to wear a condom. Then there's the issue of placement of the organ also is very important. And this one may apply for the female. How do you place it? And during sex, how do you even handle it? Because we've seen cases where you've worn a female condom, but somebody is having sex besides, as in pneuma, behind the tens. It's not in the tent, behind the tents. We'll be able to see that during our condom demonstration.
Thank you so much, Spam, for that good explanation. Before we go to another topic, just concerning the condom, I want to thank you so much once again, our viewers. Thank you so much, Festus, watching us all the way from Siaya. I don't know what he's saying.
No,
it's following. Thank you so much. So I just wanted to clarify something about the timing of wearing your condom, right? Especially for the female, you see, it is important for you to wear it earlier, because you know, anything that is new to your body, sometimes you might find that your body rejects. Like, okay, for example, women, you understand me, especially when you are pregnant, right? Anybody needs anything new coming to your life, to your body. So you might get sperm sometimes. When I'm pregnant, I vomit. There is a lot of reactions in me, right? And there are some people who are just normal when they are pregnant. So anything that is new to your body might reject. There is a concern with your body. So that is the reason as to why it is advised for the female condom, especially, you wear it, because you wear it earlier, so that your body gets used to it.
And now the issue of earlier also may answer the question of, you know, when you wear it immediately and have sex is when you will experience the noise that we are talking about. But if you have it in time,
your body already is used to it.
There's a way wanasema it will form some bond with the skin.
Exactly.
I don't know whether it will soften, but it will form some bond with the skin, so it will reduce the noise and discomfort during sex. But if you just wear it and have sex immediately, you may have those other issues of the condom is not comfortable. And I've just remembered something. There is this the upper ring that we are going to see. Eh? The studies also show that the upper ring may cause more pleasure because it lands on it keeps on touching the clitoris. Eh? It's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
So can we go ahead and now do
Thank
the
you
condom
so much.
demonstration?
Yeah. Unless our viewers have
Yes.
any question up to there, I want to believe that we are together in this and you are getting us right.
Yes.
I'm still your host. Thank you so much and feel comfortable.
Thank you so much, my host. Now, I showed us this one
Yeah.
before we started. This is what we call a female condom. Eh?
Yeah. Maybe I can show them so that they see it clearly.
Oh, the other side is the one that is written.
Oh yes. So
Okay.
I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah, you can.
I know most of us
Okay.
have come across this
Yeah,
one. This is another brand for also female.
So there are different brands.
You may get different brands.
Yeah.
And for male, we did not carry more brands, but this one is what we have. This one is what is readily available, and it's been given by the government for free.
Yeah.
They are all over. But again, even before we go to the condom demonstration, I think there's another factor that we did not really talk about. The issue of where to get these condoms.
Yeah.
I know
It's
they are all over
important.
health facilities, but I was questioning the other day, actually yesterday, why is it that they are common in areas where we take alcohol, recreational areas? Why are they not in church compounds? Why are they not in some schools?
Why are they not
In public
in
places?
churches?
Those are questions that we may need to ask, and that is the reason why we asked whether it's still
Still a concern.
a concern in the society, because the way we've embraced condom, I think we still have some answers to give. Now, having shown you our condoms which we're going to use for demonstration, we'll also have to show you the models that we're going to use.
Yeah.
So this is a penile model. This one will represent a male figure, and this one is a feminine model which will present the female figure.
Yes.
So you will allow me to put this one aside, or let it rest here. And let me put it aside.
Okay.
Yes. Let me put it aside and use this one.
Yes.
So this is what we call a male penile. Now, the rules of the game. Before you start anything, the preparations that you must make. So before you wear a condom, even as we're coming to the end of this presentation, before you wear a condom, there are other things.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Sorry for that.
Yeah, our apologies. The rules of the games, there are things that you must check. You must check them on you, or you must check them on the product that you want to use. So I will start with the personnel responsibility. You must ensure, or it's important that you ensure, number one, that your hands are clean. The reason why your hands must be clean is you're going to touch the condom. That condom is going into somebody's internal organs.
Exactly.
There are issues of germ, so the infection that would come from the germs that you would introduce to the condom. So it's important you wash your hands. It's important you look at your nails also. It's important you be in a safe environment. It's important that you watch all the safety requirements before you even. Now somebody is asking me, so how do you watch for the safety?
Yeah.
And already you are in a sexual mood.
Yeah, and already you have your lady there, your wife, and
So how do you
you
watch?
know you are safe.
Anyway, before you begin everything, just wash your hands
Yeah.
and ensure that you're clean. Wear your condom only
I
if
think
you
I
are.
think spend just a minute. The importance of watching the safety. You know, like you are a man, right?
Yes.
You want to wear the condom and you are looking at all those precautions, and maybe the other partner, you don't know her or his intention. Yeah, you might be doing everything for the prevention,
Yes.
while the other partner doesn't need that
Yes.
prevention. So safety is very important because this other partner might sleep and
Yes.
and do something to the condom. I don't know.
It could be dating.
Yeah.
That could be a
Yeah.
malicious partner, but those are safeties that you may
Yes,
want to look at.
exactly.
True, those are safeties that you may want to look at. So you will only wear your condom when you are erected, and when you are ready to go in. So don't wear your condom immediately you begin any sexual activities. And when I talk about sexual activity, you know what you're talking about. So each and every time you want to insert your organ into another organ, irrespective of your sexual orientation, you must be erected. On the condom side, you must ensure that you're using the right condom. You must ensure that it is valid in terms of expiry dates. So you must check on your expiry dates. It is important just to do like this to check whether there's some air inside. If it doesn't have any air inside, then preservation might not be okay, or the storage of that condom is not good. Kindly ensure that you're using something that is validated also. I don't know whether you'll be checking for caps or whatever, but you'll be checking for the quality of the product that you want to use. And remember, we said that your hands are clean.
Yeah.
Don't use any sharp object to reach your condom. Don't use your teeth.
Yeah.
Don't use your nail cutter. Don't use your nails and all that. Slightly or gently push the condom inside the package. Inside the package to the corner. So when you push it to the corner, it will give you room to have this end that has some it has this end that I don't know how to put it there, but the ends that are not very soft. You will you ought to have waited a little bit, causing a lot of distractions. Okay, thank you. Sorry for that. So if you hold it like this, you will push the condom out the corner, then use that serrated area to just tear it. You tear it, You tear it like this. No sharp nails, no sharp anything. You tear it like this.
Yeah.
Once it is teared, you will just push it like this, then it will come out. So once the condom is out, gently with your clean hands, have it out. And look for the inside out area, because if you wear it, actually one of the reasons why the condom might also fail is how you wear it. There's a part that should go inside, there's a part that should go outside. So by just trying to roll it, you will know the side that should be outside. So with your erected penile in a good position that you can easily insert it, hold the tip.
Yeah.
And the reason why we are holding the tip, which will answer the question of how a condom may fail, or why why sometimes a condom may fail. If you leave airspace here, it may want to burst.
Yeah.
Because there's a pressure that you'll be creating during sexual activity. So holding it that way with your clean hands, put it at the tip of an erected penile, then gently roll it down to the base. Gently. Then you will have something of this sort. You won't see an airspace here. So this one, the importance of leaving it here, apart from creating pressure, during sex, you've given room for, I don't know how to explain that, but there's room for expansion, contraction and all that. There's also room, or you've created a temporary storage for semen after it is released. I get the point. So those are few things that you might look at. Again, even after, I know now that is where now impatient may cost one. You may also need to look at physical injury before having sex. So you may have it right here, but again there's a tear, there's a crack, or the tip has some hole, as in there's a physical tear that you can see. You may need to remove that condom and use another one. So having looked at all that, you protected yourself and you protected your partner. Now, after every sexual ejaculation, you should use a different condom. Now, assuming that this one has been used,
Yeah.
this is where people go wrong. During removal. So how do you remove your condom? Because have this in mind that the inside, when I say the inside, is what touches the inside, is what touches your skin. And when I say the outside, sorry for that, when I say the outside, then this outside bit, what you can see, went into somebody's else organ that produces some fluid. Could be vaginal fluid, or it could be some other fluid or other secretions.
Yeah.
So how do you get careful that you don't, that you don't do what? That you don't touch it. Why are you avoiding to touch it? Number one, irrespective of who is putting it, or whoever, irrespective of who is removing it. If a lady is the one doing it, remember when you released your semen, it is here, and I know for a while you had some few shots before you remove your condom, and the semen could have spilled within inside, but across or along the male skin.
Yeah.
So both sides, irrespective of whoever is removing the condom, is at risk again of coming in contact with the semen or with the vaginal fluid or with any other content that you're trying to avoid.
Exactly.
At that point is when my tissue ya mapenzi comes in. So if we don't have a tissue, then what are we going to use? Is there a piece of cloth that you've designed for that? But depending on livelihood, depending on socioeconomic issues, for this one, allow me to use this one that can be easily discarded. Take a roll of tissue, a good roll.
Yes.
That number one will not allow semen or any fluid to come into contact with you.
Yes.
Please don't do it with your bare hands. Don't tie it after usage, and even disposal matters a lot.
Exactly.
Gently place your tissue at the base, like this, and ensure that the entire thing
is wrapped.
Yeah. After that, gently pull it like this, like this, like this. If you had a good tissue, and remember after ejaculation the penile might reduce in size, so the issue of spillage might not happen. And if we had a slightly big amount of tissue roll, you'll not come in contact with the semen. See, okay? See the way I've touched it. The way I've carried it is the way I'm going to do what? To dispose it. So I'm not going to come in contact with the condom again. I'm going to dispose it the way it is. So if the lady was the one removing it, then she has not come into contact with the semen. If the man was the one removing it, then he has not come into contact with the vaginal fluid. Because if you are to do it like this with your hands, then, and why are we avoiding the fluids? Why are we avoiding to touch it? We may have cuts in our hands.
Exactly.
And that may cause an infection. We may touch the same secretion or fluid that you are avoiding, which may contain some agents that may cause infection. And again, probably you may want to scratch your genitalia and may cause an infection. After that, you may wash your hands again, you may clean yourself again, you may do another condom and continue with your sex. That is for male. I've hurried a little bit just to take care of it, but I want to believe that we've tried to. I know the instructions of tying and all that. It is causing, for me, it is causing more harm than good. So it is important that you may want to avoid touching whatever you are preventing from the word go. So at that end, we may want to look at the female. And before that, I don't know whether you have a question.
No, I don't have them. Just continue. The only
And,
thing that I wanted to tell our viewers, we are very sorry for the interruptions.
Yeah.
We are in the facility, a lot of things are going on, and you may hear a lot of noise, a lot of movement that may hinder you from maybe getting us at some point, but don't mind. Let us just tune in and continue to watch. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That is another commercial break.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, we said we are going to use this organ here to represent the feminine bit of it. Another thing before I move, actually, every condom package has instructions for use.
Yeah. It's a manual.
There's a manual,
Yeah.
There's a manual, both for female and the male.
Yes.
The good thing about the female one, if you are unable to get the insert, then there are some instructions here. But in terms of drawing, so if you've ever seen them or if you've ever come with Shai Soma, you've ever come across the wordings and all that, it's easier for you to just relate with the drawing. So don't struggle cramming, don't struggle googling the instructions from the product that you're going to buy.
Yeah, so that means that before you use a condom, please kindly follow the manual.
Follow the manual. Actually, it has the issues of checking the expiry dates, checking whether it is viable or not. Just look at the manual.
Yeah, it is important, spam, because even if you buy a new phone, you would want to use that manual. So manual is very important. Yeah, somebody who is overlooking the manual, it might go wrong.
Yes.
At some point, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason why you're used to the mobile phone, I may not know. But anyone buying a mobile phone. So for the female one, this is how it looks like. The rules of the game are still the same. Check like this if it is dry, don't use. You hear some, it's slightly sliding. There's some hair space inside. Check on the expiry date. Check on the packaging whether it has a physical damage and all that. Look at it. You may need even to know the manufacturer and all that. Check whether it has the manual or the instructions for use and all that. And very fast, for the feminine one, there's a place here. There's a place. There's a mark here indicating where you should tear. Actually, there's a joint, more of a joint that is already has been developed. So your work is just to tear. But still, push it. Just catch it like this or gently push it to the corner or to the side, so that you don't tear it. The assumption is so that you don't tear it, and most of the male ones, so that you don't tear it or so that you don't come in contact with it and struggle to tear it. So gently, again, that this is what you're going to do, and this is your product. This is the product that you're going to see. So you're going to get something of this sort that has two rings. There's one ring that is in the inside, Then there's another ring that is to the outside. You can check it is lubricated. Both sides. The outside is slightly lubricated. The outside is slightly lubricated, and the inside is one that is slightly more lubricated than the outside. With clean hands also, after having your product from the package. There's what you call figure 9.
It is in 8 figure, right?
There's what you call figure 9.
And again, what I'm realizing, maybe for our viewers who are seeing it for the first time, the female condom, you know, like the female condom, I'm very sure there are some who are seeing it for the first time.
Actually, people are wondering
there is
about
a
the
difference.
size.
Yeah, because we have 2 rings. One,
yes, we have 2 rings.
Upper side and inside.
And there's one that is into the...
That one for the female, right?
Yes.
And the male one, we only have one ring. And actually, even if you see the size, it is different.
It is different.
It's a bit bigger than the male's condom.
It's a bit harder.
Yeah, it's a bit harder also.
Yes. I'm not saying that you do this.
No, don't do.
So get my instructions right.
Yes.
It was from removing it, holding it like this, you're seeing it like this, checking it for the physical injuries and all that, checking whether it is lubricated or not. Then you see this ring that is inside. That is what we are using to insert it. So you will form that figure. We call it figure 8. You'll form that figure like that. So having formed that figure, And we said that this one can be worn 8 hours prior to having sex, or even 2 hours or earlier. It's advisable that we do it earlier.
So that your body gets used to it.
Yes. So you have it earlier, so you will. It is slightly slippery, but like this, you will have your figure nane like this. Then one funny thing or one good thing with it is, somebody was sharing an experience today that it is so difficult to use a female condom. Then I was asking how. I tried to insert it and it refused.
That
so
is
I think
the reason
you're
as to why you should do it earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, because
now, it might not wait for you to struggle and struggle and struggle. So having your organ, this one representing your organ, in a good shape. In a good shape would mean you squat. I wish I could squat so people would see. You squat. When you squat, your legs will come like this, and it will expose your genitalia. You can as well sleep on your back and have your legs like this. It will also expose your genitalia. You may stand with one leg on a stool or on the bed, and one leg stepping down. So that T shape will expose your genitalia. So we are looking at a position that will expose your genitalia. I think that is the issue about inserting it. So having your genitalia exposed and open, it will look like this. Then with the H shape that you had formed and your clean hands, you will insert it like this. So if you insert it like this on its own, after inserting it like this on its own, after inserting it like this on its own, the H shape that you made will form what is supposed to be formed in the inside. With your clean hands again, try to do what? Try to fix it. Try to fix it and give it shape. Try to give it shape. If you give it shape, this is what we are going to have. So don't be bothered with what goes inside, because number one, it is carefully designed not to cause any injury. But in case there's an injury, there is need not to use it. So don't worry about how is it going to. Somebody was arguing that it will form something like this, a boil, so it will just receive the semen and all that. Don't worry about the inside. No one will even reach here. So your worry is here. So after wearing it, this is what you're going to have. So during sexual activities or during sex, please, some are arrogant. This organ should be handled with a lot of care, a lot of gentleness. So help those that are arrogant to see the hole or to go through the hole. Because there's a possibility that somebody would do this and go outside. And still, if I go outside, there are possibilities. Number one, I would go with it inside, and it may go inside. Number two, I may have sex without using a condom, because I'm not using a condom now, it is outside. So during insertion, hold the condom like this and redirect. Keep on checking during sexual activity whether it has slipped or not. I think that is one of the disadvantages that comes with the female condom.
And again, sperm, it is not just a matter of maybe somebody is arrogant or something. There are people who are very arrogant during sexual intercourse. Maybe
the harassment will make you arrogant.
Actually. But again, you see, this one, the reason as to why we are doing this is for us to know. It is just a matter of creating awareness, so that, because even female condom is unique to so many. It's very unique. So by the time your man is just about to come close or to enter you, please ensure that that condom is inside the what? The body, the penis.
ensure that the,
Yeah.
the penis goes inside.
Direct inside.
Inside.
Yeah.
Inside. At this point, you may need to own the
and
game.
that is why you also talked about safety. Yeah, because you know in female condom, somebody can trick you if you are not careful.
Yes.
Yeah, because they will just hold that thing aside and enter you without.
Okay.
Yeah. So
they may do this.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not teaching somebody bad manners, but I'm saying you may. Safety is with you.
Safety, especially for women.
So, having this as my model,
yeah,
and having hold it, like you hold it like you can even hold it like this, and help your man go inside.
Exactly.
Help your man go inside and keep on checking whether it has slipped or not. I've seen cases where people have said, "Me, I had sex, but I had to hold it throughout." That is what somebody said, by the way. Wow. I had to hold it throughout. But anyway, there is no problem. If holding it throughout helped you, there is no harm. Another thing, after usage, for this one, there's another danger that you may not use a tissue, but you may use a tissue to wrap it also, by the way.
Yeah.
Have your roll of tissue. How to remove it is this way. You see now I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Then you
kind of twist it.
You kind of twist it.
Yeah.
Actually, as you twist it, it will be coming out as you twist it. And the reason why you're twisting, so after twisting it, at this point I think is when you can use your tissue. You'll have something of this sort.
Yeah.
So your semen will be down here. Then you will do your tissue again and dispose it. That is for a female condom.
Yeah.
Yes. Any question after that? I think I should stop at that point.
Yeah, before you stop, I just have a question for you. Now, when you are doing a female condom after the sexual intercourse and all that, who should remove that condom? Is it a male or a female, or both can do it?
As we started, or as we were doing, I don't know why this question is coming on the female point, but why did you not ask for the male? Anyway, let me answer you. During sex, sex should be a two-party activity.
Exactly.
It's not a one-man event. It is not a one-female event. So both of the parties can decide to wear, help you wear, and remove.
Exactly.
But one thing that is clear is watch on the safety. Watch on the safety.
Very important.
During insertion and during removal. I'm talking of clean hands because we are talking about somebody's genitalia. Don't introduce germs.
Yeah.
Yes. So both parties can play a role.
Yes. Thank you so much, Spen. I just want to bring into the attention of our viewers that the reason as to why we are doing all these things, it is only for protection purposes. Yeah, protecting you from getting unplanned or unwanted, if you may
unwanted sounds rude.
Yeah, maybe if
unplanned.
It sounds rude, say thank you.
My English may not allow me to use unwanted pregnancy.
Actually, yeah, to me also that one sounds rude. So unplanned pregnancy.
Yes, or untimely.
Or untimely pregnancy. Again, it will also help you from being infected from any
other infection. And remember, we were around HIV, but today you realize I'm not talking about HIV so much because we had talked about condom as a protective measure.
Yes.
And today we are looking at condom protecting other infections also, and as a tool for family planning, and how safe a condom can be and how dangerous a condom can be when it is not used correctly.
Exactly.
And we talked about advantages and disadvantages. We also looked at the factors that will determine condom use. And a topic that somebody may want to go and look at is issues about culture, issues about religion, and issues about personality and cognitive issues. So if you have knowledge issues, if you have knowledge about condom use, it's important to ask than assuming. It's important to go with that information that you heard and is not verified. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Stem. We have another
product that I think I had shown this is a water-based lubricant. This one can be used for sex. I know there are people that have dry organs. There are people that have issues to do with the size and all that. And this can be used for both anal and vaginal sex. So it's just a lubricant. This is a water-based lubricant.
Yes.
Today I carried a good number, so if you meet in town, you might be in a position to give.
Yes, thank you so
but
much.
I don't have enough female condom, but I can direct you where you can get them. Like in Kisi, visit any health facility. Like for today, I was in LVCT, the Liverpool Health. They have enough condoms. I don't know whether this facility has enough condoms.
Yeah.
You can also visit Kisi Teaching and Referral Hospital and any other facility that is within Kisi. We will be in a position to confirm whether they have enough stock or not. For male, I don't want to talk about it because it is all over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, when you visit any facility, actually, you will just see it aired. Let me say aired. Yeah. So it is not a matter of forgetting. If you want, you ask, or you can pick it on your own, even without informing anyone.
Yes.
Up to that time,
I want to say thank you before we I know you're chasing me from your shop, but
sorry.
Up to that, me personally, I want to say thank you, even for creating this podium, for listening, for allowing me to talk to you. Thank you so much. We are reachable. We are people that are reachable.
Yeah.
And again, I'm repeating, we are creating a health-seeking behavior, and get to learn, get to seek health services on your own health. Own your own health. And thank you so much, Kisi County, for allowing us also to be talking from your county. Thank you, Hema, for allowing us to use your facility. This is Hema Hospital.
Yeah, this is Hema Hospital. Today we are at Hema Hospital. Yeah.
Tomorrow we might be in a different facility. Yeah. But so, meanwhile, thank you, Hema. And today we were with the Casco also. And Casco sent her greetings. Thank you so much, Madam Casco, for allowing us to share. Even for allowing us to use these products. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. We just want to acknowledge some people who have been supporting us. Thank you so much, Anne Wasilwa from University of Maryland. Thank you, Dr. Angela. Thank you, everyone from University of Maryland. We really appreciate your support. And again, we want to extend our appreciation to our sister all the way from USA, Roslida Ubare. You've been with us and supporting us in any way possible. We want to thank you, Brother Daniel, all the way from Dubai. You've been also so supportive, and we thank you so much. Thank you so much, our viewers. Thank you, our family, my husband, Spam's wife, and everybody. We thank you so much. Thank you, Festus, for being there for us. The other person is called Spam. Please help me to check the name.
I think Mildred had learned something today in Akasema. We need to have a chat with you, Mildred. Thank you so much. From my side, bye.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you.